Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything at all. Okay. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Queen of Swords. This is clarity. This is the ability for you to kind of see things for what they really are, right? Let's see what's going on here. This, could be an air sign person in your life, but let's see. Okay, now we've got the Emperor energy. Water energy. A Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Four of Cups, the Sun card. Okay, all right. Princess of Wands, and a Two. Okay. Something is definitely changing for you. I think the clarity that we are, the clarity that we're receiving, because we also have the Sun card here in the position of clarity. I think maybe there is an air sign person in your life. Right? I thought this was the card of clarity, but I almost think this could be somebody who is, in some ways, trying to usurp your authority. Right? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to set it down over here. We'll put Tiny Bob Ross right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will give us the confirmation that we need. It will tie everything together at the end, okay? If at any point during the reading you get a feeling about that card, I want you to put a prediction down in the comments, right? You don't have to be certain. You don't have to have clarity. Just put a guess. First thing that comes to your mind any point during the reading, all right? Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. All right, I think it'll be fun. Okay, looking around here, we only have these two major arcana energies. We have the Emperor, and we've got the Sun. Right? And the Sun should rule Aries, right? The Emperor energy here. I feel like the appropriate Emperor will have clarity, will have a kind of generous and cheerful spirit, right? But I almost wonder if this air energy, I thought this was the clarity. I'm wondering now if this might be some confusion, right? Especially when we have this, see, this is where it gets interesting. This is water and air. This is air and water, this card. Right? So there's someone in your life, I think they're an older feminine energy, air sign person. I think they have hidden motivations. I think you are the sun-filled emperor of your life right now, but there's somebody in your life that's got some different plans, different ideas. They have an agenda. Okay? And let's see, we've got more fire energy. We've got water and water. We've got earth and earth. The only air we have is in these two cards here, right? Now, for some of you, I think that the inside-out nature of these two cards here could be talking about some confusion between what you're feeling and what you're thinking, right? And especially when it comes to this other person in your life, maybe a business partner, maybe a family member. I kind of feel a family vibe going on here with you. And this really reminds me of some readings that we did for you almost a year ago, where there was there was a younger air sign person in your life that was kind of sabotaging your progress. Almost, I had this feeling that you were in a family business. And there was this air sign person. They were younger at the time. Maybe now it's the Queen of Swords because, they're older now, right? But they were interfering. And, it seems like we'd gotten rid of that energy for a while. Now I'm wondering if this is the same thing coming back again. It could be someone from your past that you thought you had dealt with. Still feels like a family member. But it's almost as if now they're kind of coming back into your life, maybe with this vibe of wanting to be friends, wanting to be close again. Let's have a good relationship now. I've changed. Be careful. Be careful. Okay? Because you've got a lot going on in your life right now. We don't need this kind of interference. This is going to be one of those situations where you have these mixed feelings about it and you've got these mixed ideas. It's like you want to believe them, but something down in your gut says, don't trust them, right? Just as I said that, my cat knocked something over upstairs. See, that's a confirmation here. There are mixed feelings here. Right. So we do need the clarity. And I think really what Spirit is trying to say to you is that you've got to continue to be the emperor of your own life. You need this clarity and cheerfulness and generosity, yes, but the sun could also burn you, right? The sun is also unforgiving. The sun can see everything, right? Nothing is hidden from this energy here. And this is the approach you need to take to your environment. You're someone that I think is a radiant force in your environment, in your life, in this business, in this relationship, in this family, whatever it is we're talking about. You are a leader. You are charismatic. You're very generous, and you are very forgiving. And you're very cheerful. But you also have to be decisive. You also have to be capable of making those difficult decisions. You got to be careful, be capable of putting your foot down. Now, of course, you have to be careful not to squish people with that foot. And what I mean is, you've got to know from a different source of information who to say no to, who to keep away, who is no good, right? Who is toxic in your life, without kind of being just a constant hammer. If you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. You've got to keep that negative energy out, but you got to let in the good energy. You're still the sun that is radiating light and life and love. You're taking care of your people, right? You're a huge influence in your environment. People look up to you. People look to you for leadership. People look to you for help, for comfort, for warmth, So we don't want to be too much in the negative shadow energy of these two, right? Where we're just we're kind of knocking everybody down, right? We're keeping everybody out. But we have to be able to make those difficult decisions. And I think there is this air sign person who's coming back around. And at first, it may not seem like they're really here to make trouble, right? There's this 10 of Cups. I feel like, I do feel like it's family. I feel like they had left, like the situation came to a head. It reached its kind of, maximum capacity. Maybe it was about a year ago, or maybe 10 months ago. And that was it, right? I think they had left your life, or you had kind of kicked them out, or whatever the case was. But I feel like they're coming back again, okay? And I feel like it's going to start kicking up a lot of these memories and feelings for you about that past situation. we've got to do something about that because you are in this very assertive, productive mode. You're focused on this 9 of Pentacles, right? And it's always when we're focused on doing the best work that we can. You are building a life for yourself and for your loved ones, your family, your people. The least thing we desire, the most unexpected, the least wanted thing is for this situation to come back around. But at least it's not going to catch you off guard. At least now you can be prepared for this. But in all honesty, I feel like this is a minor event. It's going to feel major. It's going to feel like, why? Like this, the timing could not be worse, right? It's going to feel like it is upsetting this progress that you're making. But ultimately, see, we got this 4 of Cups over here. Ultimately, I think you're going to settle. It's not going to bother you as much as perhaps it used to. Or it's going to be quite easy for you to fix it, to, eliminate the problem, as they say. The 8 of Wands in the future position. This person, I think, is going to try to get you turned around, right? It's almost this feeling that they're going to try to convince you to doubt yourself, right? But I don't see it working. There are no swords cards here except for them. They are the confusion. They are the chaos. They are the indecision, right? They are the lack of clarity, but not you. Though they will try to get you to turn around, to question yourself, to doubt yourself, to change course, right? To change your mind. The 8 of Wands again in the future position. This is creative problem solving, right? This is the skills that you have to eliminate this problem in almost in a way that makes them seem like, or makes them feel like it's their idea, right? Getting really creative with it, really strategic here. Because otherwise, if we allow this energy in and we don't figure out a way to get rid of it, it's going to lead to a lot of anxiety for you and maybe eventually will start kind of turning you around. It feels like it could be pulling you in different directions. Rather than your focus, which is on the 9 of Pentacles, on the growth, the stability, the improvement of your life, right? They're going to kind of pull you in all these different directions and you're going to be stretched, right? Stretched in all these ways here. And to me, it feels like this is an unnecessary burden or responsibility. The Emperor here is focused on that life, on building. This is the business, this is your family, this is your spiritual life, this is your physical health, this is all of it, right? The Earth contains all of the other elements. The Pentacles contain the swords, the cups, the wands, right? Everything is in here. And this is your focus. This person comes in and perhaps it's almost as if they want you to feel responsible for them in some way. To me, it really feels like emotional manipulation or gaslighting, right? And I feel like it's meant to weaken your forces, right? All the effort that you're putting into this 9 of Pentacles, let's say it's now scattered in 100 different directions. There's going to be not really an opportunity for progress here, right? So we need to do something about that. We need to be aware that this problem is coming. Okay. Now we're going to move to the path of the serpent, and as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. And leave some comments for me. I really am enjoying hearing about where all of you are watching from. This community is really like spread out over the entire world, and it's It's really fascinating to me, and I appreciate all of you. Okay, the 4. The 4 of Cups is telling me that you must not let this person stir your emotions. We have to stabilize our heart here. And it may seem cold, right? And it may seem like that is kind of the opposite of what your personality is, what your true nature is, to kind of shine like this warm, radiant sun. Now you've got to withhold some of that light and be a little bit cold. Because I feel like this person, if they see an opportunity, if they see a little window of opportunity, they're going to swoop in. Right? So this is to not be moved by their story, not be moved by their drama. Don't be moved to sympathy. Don't be moved toward anger. Stay solid. Right? Stay solid. And that is, in effect, that is you keeping your light. That is you maintaining your sunshine. Because if they were able to get in to your soul, your heart, your spirit, I think that they would scatter this light. They really feel like a toxic force, right? Because they can't be trusted, because what they say is not what they mean, and they have hidden motives, they have hidden agendas. Okay? So the way for you to preserve your life is to fortify yourself against this air energy. Now, for some of you, this might not even be resonating in terms of another person. It's any kind of influence on you that is trying to creep in and twist you around, fill you with doubt, fill you with confusion, right? Fill you with questions, second guesses, that sort of thing. To me, it feels like a family member. It feels like someone that you thought you had kind of been done with, but here they are coming back again. Okay. And I think the last thing you want to do is to react to them. This is the Princess of Wands. This is kind of the knee-jerk reaction to things, and it's in the position of what you don't want. You don't want them to push your buttons, because then you will react in a way that scatters your light, loses focus, loses clarity, takes your eyes off the prize. That's what they want. They want to push your buttons, and I think they know what your buttons are. But you cannot react. We have to be cold to them, fortified against them. Otherwise, they will elicit this response from you, and then they will use this response against you. Okay? So we have to maintain control no matter how strong that impulse is to kind of let them have it, or to get mad, or to be sympathetic and let them in, either way. Right? No matter how strong that impulse is, we have to be fortified against it. We have to not allow ourselves to act. Okay? But, Two of Pentacles. The choice is yours. The tarot will not tell you what to do. I certainly won't tell you what to do. So at the end of the day, you have the choice of how you're going to respond, how you're going to react to this person. You have the final say in what your behavior is. You have the power. You're the emperor. You're the sun. You've got to do what is right in the situation. And I think that this is really a turning point. This really could change your entire life. Right? What you do now is going to affect the future. And I feel like what you're doing now, this work that you're involved with, it is life-changing, right? You are building your future. You are building your life. You're making so much progress. Things are starting to get so much better for you. Things are growing. Things are flourishing. You're thriving. We don't want to throw that away because this person comes in and lures you back into their drama, convinces you to do something that you know deep down you don't want to do. Okay. For some of you, this might even be something related to addiction, right? I have a lot of friends who are in recovery. I myself am in recovery. And I know how easy it is to get tempted back into that kind of a lifestyle. You know, when old friends come back around, it's very easy to fall back into that old energy. We've got to fortify ourselves against it, right? But the Two of Pentacles at the end says it is always going to be your choice. And it's going to be a series of choices. It's kind of a card that says, look, it's, one day at a time. Really, it's one day after another, one step after another. It's a continual process of choosing to focus on our goals rather than choosing to sink into whatever this person's got going on. Whatever kind of BS they're bringing. You've got too much riding on your decisions. You've got too much going for you right now. Right. So this feels like a test, and this could really be a life-changing moment for you. Either we're able to resist this energy, and this is a test that you pass, and now you kind of have this emperor confidence where you know that you can resist this energy when it comes back. And that's a huge win. Or we make a different decision. We don't resist this energy, and then we realize that we still have a lot of work to do. We still need to fortify ourselves further, right? So whatever decision you make, it's not the end of the road. Okay? Either way, I think we've got more work to do. But this is a moment that could change kind of the course of things for you. All right. Let's look at the mystery card. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe this will help us with this person, who they are, or what kind of methods we could employ to fortify ourselves against their energy. Really, it depends on you and the particular situation and who they actually are. If they are a family member. If you have a prediction for this card, put it down in the comments. Okay. I want to see something solid. I want to see the Emperor again. I want to see a 4 of something. Let's see what we have. Oh, we've got a 9. A 9 of Wands. Well, this might be more difficult than we thought. But the 9 of Wands, this is someone that, even though it may be a difficult and painful road, doesn't give up. Yeah, maybe there's going to be a setback. But that's okay. You can recover from that. It's not the end of the road, right? A setback doesn't mean you failed. It means you got to keep working at it. So the 9, to me, the 9 of Wands is someone that is always struggling to be the best version of their self, to be in complete control of their life and of their energies. Is never perfect 100% of the time. No one is. Right? And even if this 8 means that we've somehow gotten pulled off center, the 9 is bringing us back to our task, right? The 9 of Pentacles up here, 9 of Wands here. So it may be a lot more difficult than you think. There may be setbacks. You may succumb to this energy temporarily. Just bring yourself back to center. If that happens, right away, just come back to center. Just come back to yourself and to your goals. Right? For some of you, I think this Sun card is representing a sponsor or a support system or someone with whom you can communicate to help you get back on center. This could be your true self, God, goddess, deity. Could be a friend, family member, sponsor, right? That sort of thing. To bring you back to the middle. Bring you back to yourself and what your real goals are. Even if you get pushed off balance, because the 8s are off balance. right? You got the ace, the 6, the 9, the 10. Those are right down the middle pillar, right? The 4s, the 5s. And I wanted a 4. I thought a 4 would be good. It's kind of closed off, kind of isolated, but I guess it's better than letting that energy in. It's kind of shutting the door to everything, the 4, you know. So it's still off balance. But the 9, I think, is the returning to balance after a lot of struggle, okay? So I think this is saying that, look, you've already been through a lot of struggles, so try to stay in the middles, try to stay balanced. But should you get thrown off again, just get right back to center, okay? Now, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click on the link in the corner. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings. It's either above or below. Sometimes the link doesn't really show up, so you'll have to go into the description box of this video to get to the extended readings, okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. And I'm here every day from 6 to 8 a.m. Chicago time. Come back and see me again tomorrow, right? Make this a positive habit in your life. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.